I would sit down for 5 minutes and come up with 15 content ideas. I had no stipulations except for the fact that I had to have 15 of them and they had to be slightly related to my mission. I picked the best 4 ideas, pair them with the 4 formats that I had saved, and now I have 4 TikTok posts. I didn't care about the hashtags. I used a 5 hashtag strategy, 2 describing myself and 3 describing who I wanted to see my content. I made sure to post 3 times a day, saving the 4th post for a rainy day. Above all, I prioritized being honest, available, and vulnerable to my audience so they knew I believed in what I was doing, I was sacrificing for what I was doing, and I would be there for them if they had any questions. If you don't have 10,000 people supporting your brand yet, I'll help you get there for free. Just DM me 10K on Instagram.
If you're one of those people who doesn't want to post at all unless they go viral, I get you. We've all been there. But let me tell you, it's an illusion. You'll see content creators you just heard of and they're going viral every single time. You won't see their history of posting. You won't know how much experience or context they have on their audience and the content that they're creating. All you'll see is the result. And because the posts are so short and seem so easy to make, and all the coaches on TikTok tell you, just post and you'll go viral, you will think that that's actually the truth, and that's the way you should approach your content. And so you'll post like 3 times, maybe 4 times, you won't go viral, and you'll quit. Trust me, this is an illusion. If you prioritize 3 things, good ideas, consistency, improving your videos, you will grow. That's all you need. But if you don't prioritize those things and you're too focused on the result, am I going viral today? You're not going to go anywhere. It's just like if you approach building a business from a profit perspective. Your audience will catch on and your product will be terrible. I see so many content creators who start out with the objective of going viral and they burn themselves out almost immediately. Sure, they achieve their goal, but they didn't start off with the objective of being a consistent content creator, being someone who's there for their audience and having a mission to transform people behind their content. They started with the objective of getting views and likes and building a personal brand and building an audience, and they got what they wanted, but they didn't see their destiny or their future inside of what they were building. And if that's you, you might feel like a small part of you is contending with a large part of you. The small part of you is saying, no, these views are good, these likes are good, this has to mean something, that all these people are interested. And the larger part of you is like, what does it mean? Where's the goal? What's the goal? What am I doing here? If you're not always in the process of answering the questions that you throw at you to justify what you are doing, you will burn out because you'll ignore those questions, those little dragons under the carpet, and they'll grow so big, they will fill your entire house. So it's better to find the dragon and try to kill it while it's still small. Find the questions that you'd have about content creation, your limiting beliefs, identify every single negative thought you have towards content creation, and apply a thought model that can take care of it. I'm not saying there's a way to think about content creation that'll immediately solve all your problems. No, I'm saying that content creation is a process. And not only do we have to get better at creating content, we have to get better at living with the things that we do and doing things that we believe in. If you feel burnt out while creating content, if you feel like there's no point or no end and you've achieved the views, where do I go from here? You're not alone.
So many people struggle to structure a high ticket offer because they have absolutely no clue what people will pay high ticket for, but additionally, they don't think that their limited expertise is worth somebody else's hard-earned coin. And so they opt to take the admittedly easier route of selling a $25 stand store product in hopes that someday they'll start going consistently viral and making consistent, huge sales. This is a mistake for a number of reasons. If you want a solid career in social media, you cannot make your living wage dependent on going viral while mentioning your small product and trying to make 300 to 500 sales a week. Even the top TikTok experts end up struggling with viewership because the content landscape and the viewer appetite is incredibly volatile. You have to be willing to sell high ticket if you want to consistently upgrade your lifestyle and revenue, which is probably why you started creating content in the first place. Additionally, if somebody pays you $25, you are limited in the amount of change you can affect in their life. You're a $25 product to them, even if your product is actually worth way more. One of the most renowned philosophers, Nietzsche, said, "Things are worth what we pay for them," because who can objectively judge worth without value? If you charge high ticket, not only do you have more power to transform and achieve, but your quality of work goes up exponentially because you're beholden to your client and you can spend more time per client working on a more excellent solution. Ultimately, you can use your knowledge to build a system that transforms people with no additional cost of time on your end. And the best people who do this effectively make up to 7 figures per month. If you want me to work with with you personally to develop your high ticket offer. The first chat is free, but I have a limited quantity of those available. You can find them at the link in my bio.
Dude, tell us non-Americans how to earn money. I got you. You're going to go to Fiverr, the place where every great entrepreneur starts. You're going to hit become a seller, fill this out, and you're going to be selling AI art. You're going to sign up for Midjourney, get inside of their Discord, create a new Discord server for yourself, and just get the Midjourney bot inside of your Discord so you can have a place where you can make all your own prompts. You're going to want to take a couple hours to learn how to prompt with Midjourney. You can learn all of this on YouTube. Midjourney prompts tutorial. There's just so much content here. But if you look at the prompts that people use inside the Midjourney Discord, you'll have a lot of inspiration for what you need to do. How do you get people to buy from you on Fiverr? You're going to want to go look at one of these top people here and just copy their whole pricing structure, right? So you'll offer the same thing as they do. You're going to want to prompt out like 15 to 20 different example images that are really good that you can put inside of your examples thing here. If you really want to get the ball rolling, I have 2 tips. Make sure to SEO optimize your Fiverr profile and then try to niche down and provide a specific art service for a specific thing. So you could specialize in concept art. You could specialize in anime. You could say, I'm going to make really good branding elements for you. If you really want to get the ball rolling, make like 3 to 5 different email accounts, sign them up for Fiverr, make them buyers, and then buy AI art from yourself and leave yourself a really good review. That's not an ethical thing to do. I don't recommend it, but that's definitely something I see people doing. Now, I just showed you how to make money with it, right? But if you want to level up and make a ton of money with it, you're going to want to treat it like a business. You're going to want to offer the same services on Fiverr, Upwork, and really any other freelance platforms you can get, just so you can maximize the amount of traffic that you'll get. Ultimately, you're going to want to create content about what you do and get people organically interested in your content so you have more inbound leads flowing in. You can create talking head content. You can create some stunning AI content and just do like slideshows, and you can put like a trending sound behind it or a really cool sound behind it. You can make an entire Instagram account off of just AI art that you yourself generate. You might think to yourself, if it's so easy, why wouldn't anyone just do it for themselves? And the answer is because not everybody knows how easy it is to learn how to use Midjourney, and not everybody can be bothered. They just want the image and they're willing to pay for it. Besides, if you're the one that's doing it, they will assume you're the professional and you will be able to help them more than they could help themselves, even if your knowledge on the topic is minimal. I filmed a TikTok while it was 99 degrees outside in my sweater, but then it got hotter, so I decided to come back out again. There's a nice thunderstorm brewing behind me. I'm going to show you how to get anything you want, but first I have to ask you, are you obsessed? And if you're not obsessed, you don't deserve it. There are prices we have to pay for everything. If you want to go to college, you got to pay a money price, an attention price, a price, let's say, in terms of where you could be placing your belief. If you're not obsessed, you will try to get away with paying a lower price, and